The first hurdle, the urge to push it away, the first hurdle serenity must leap, is your itch to cast it off. It can't ripple out unless you cradle it close. You're the wellspring where it pools, a calm harbor from which it stretches gently, never drifting far. If you'd shove it out, how can it settle within the divine's kin? To wash over all creation, it must start in your depths, flowing to every soul who beckons, offering them rest by merging with you. Why would you nudge serenity into the cold? What do you imagine it must swipe to nestle beside you? What price? Do you balk at paying? A frail ridge of pebbles still divides you from your kin. Will you shore it up now? You're not asked to crumble it solo. The guide pleads this for himself. He'd weave serenity through all, and how but through you? Would you let a wisp of grit, a curtain of ash, a flimsy little wedge stand between your kin and wholeness? Yet this stubborn scrap of strife you clutch against each other is the first snag serenity meets as it seeks to spread. This petty ridge of resentment dares to defy the divine's will. Boxing it in, the sacred breeze's aim is to anchor serenity within you. Still, you hesitate to let it fully weave through. You nudge the divine's will aside. Just a touch, and that touch caps the whole. The divine's will is a single flame, not a flicker among many. No rival glows beside it. What you pen behind your pebble wall, apart from your kin, looms larger than the cosmos, as if it could stall creation and its source. This little ridge would veil the eternal's purpose, blocking it from its home. Would you shove wholeness away from its bringer? That's who you've become. Serenity can't stray from you any more than from the divine. Don't dread this small hurdle, it can't cage the divine's will. Serenity will glide over it, linking you freely. Wholeness won't be withheld. It's your calling. You can't sidestep it. No purpose stands apart from your kin, or the one you invited the sacred breeze to share. The pebble wall will melt silent beneath serenity's sweep. It'll send its heralds from you to the world, and barriers will tumble before them like mist, just as your own will dissolve. Surpassing the world's weight is no harder than cresting your ridge. In your restored bonds marvel, free of this wedge, every wonder nests. Wonders don't rank by toughness, they're all one soft shift from guilt's pull to love's straw. How could this falter wherever it stirs? Guilt builds no true dams. All that looms between you fades because you've heeded the call. From you who answered, the one who replied now summons, its haven lies in your bond. Don't wedge between it and its aim yours too. Let it softly unfurl your bond's marvel to all it holds, as it was gifted. A stillness hums in the eternal, a bright hush, a fleeting gleam of joy for the trek's close. The eternal knows you as you know it, no shadows linger now. Don't eye the ridge of dusk, dawn has crested it. How can dusk hold you from the light? Shadows can't bar you from the glow where illusions fade. Every wonder is just the shadow's end, so when the trek, so it closes. In the truth's aim, you've claimed all illusions must dissolve. The wild wind to shove out the one you welcomed sparks a clash. Peering at the world, this uprooted whim drifts, alighting anywhere, aimless now. Before the sacred breeze settled with you, it bore a fierce strive, a steadfast chase of fault and its fruits. Now it's a stray breeze, stirring faint ripples. And love's called out this wisp of a whim, this frail mirage, this speck of false echo, is all that lingers of what once seemed the world. It's no iron gate to serenity now, its aimless drift just scatters its traces, less steady than before. What's shakier than a rigid web of delusion? Its tight grip is its flaw, threading through all. The wisp's wavering only shows its thin reach. How fierce can a wisp be against truth's vast wings? Can it stall a hawk's soar or halt spring's march? Can it dim spring's light on a frost-clad patch? See how this frail thread lifts and fades, gone for good part with it in joy, not gloom. It's nothing alone, and meant nothing when you trusted its shield more. Wouldn't you greet spring's warmth over a vanishing frost flake, trembling at winter's bite? The pull of fault's tug breeds dread of love, gazes past fault entirely. Love's essence is to seek only truth, seeing itself there, yearning to meld in sacred unity. As love skips dread blinds to love. Love holds faults, and while dread leans on it, ignoring fault, love knows no dread, pure, unstriking, it can't fear. Dread hunts what love overlooks, each claiming the other's sight is void. Dread cherishes fault as love cherishes itself, both sin runners, returning with tailies in their own tongue. Love's runners glide out soft, bearing back whispers of love and care. Dread's runners are driven harsh, scouring for fault, clutching every shard of flaw they snag, dropping none lest they perish, laying them grimly at their chief's feet. Sight can't serve two chiefs, each craving clashing tailies in alien speech. What dread craves, love skips. What dread seeks, love can't spy. Fault's wild pull grips dread, lost to love's tender gaze. What love sees, dread deems null, unseen. Ties here bloom from how the world's beheld tide, to which pulse-scented scouts, returning with their finds. Dread scouts, sharpened by terror, quake when their chief summons them, merciless even to its own. Dread starves them, unleashing their bite. They slink off, ravenous for fault, fed only by what they haul back. No scrap slips their glare. In their fierce hunt, they seize anything alive, dragging it shrieking to be consumed. Don't loose these feral scouts to gorge on the world and claw at truth. They'll bring back husks and rot. Trained to chase the frail, they return stuffed with decay. To them, it's grand it dulls their annoying dread. Frenzied by fear's sting, they dodge their chief's lash by offering what they prize. The sacred breeze hands you love's scouts instead, eager as dreads to share their treasures. Send them out, and they'll spot only the pure and lovely. The soft and good missing, no small kindness, no faint pardon, no whisper of love. They'll return with every bright find, sharing it warmly. Don't fear them, they bring wholeness. Their tailies are safe, seeing the world gentle. Send only the breeze's scouts, craving their word alone, and dread will vanish. The world will shift before you, fault rinsed away, brushed with grace. You laid its dread. Love's scouts can lift it, unchanged beneath. The breeze gifts its scouts to reach your kin, returning with love's view replacements for dreads. Hounds, signaling fear's end. Love sets a banquet too on a crisp cloth in a hushed grove, alive with song and tender murmurs. It honors your restored bond, welcoming all as cherished guests. In a sacred moment, I'll share a gentle grace before this table of unity. I'll join you there, as pledged long ago, and still for your fresh bond bids me in. Where I'm welcomed, there I dwell. I'm welcomed in grace's glow, your pardon sets me free. I bore your fault's mark, sent to fade in your stead. To the inner voice, fault is doom, so renewal means slaughter. Wholeness is seen as your kin's end for you, yet none can fade for another doom doesn't mend fault. Live to prove it's unreal. The frame seems fault's sign while you think it delivers your want's pleasure or pain. believing it sats with scraps wounds you capping your joy summons. Ache to fill the gap. That's the inner voice's full misfault slips where joy is uprooted, standing in. Unity's fullness leaps past fault, past the frame, the second hurdle. The frame's false worth, we've said serenity must first crest your urge to shed it, where faults pull reins. Serenity's shunned. The next hurdle, kin to the first, is deeming the frame precious for its gifts. Here, fault's lore takes shape. Mirrored in fleshed out, this is the treasure you think serenity would snatch, the loss you'd mourn leaving you adrift. For this, you'd bar serenity's stay. The cost feels too steep. Is it loss or freedom? What's the frame truly offered to fuel your odd faith in its wholeness? Don't you see this as faith in ruin? Here lies the root of renewal as slaughter love as dread. The sacred breezes scouts roam past the frame, calling mind to unite in calm communion. That's the word I gave them for you. Only dread scouts eye the frame, hunting what can ache. Is it lost to shed what suffers? The breeze doesn't demand you ditch the frame's faint joys, it holds none. Nor does it bring dread of ache it. Seeks only ache's release. Serenity stretches from you to the timeless, flowing from your eternal core past all else. The second hurdle's no firmer than the first. You'd neither shed nor cage serenity. These hurdles you raise between. It's spread and your will's bloom. What are they but blocks to your own aim? You crave unity, not dread's feast wholeness, not fault's sting your source, not a clay heap as home. In your restored bond lies the divine's kin unsevered from the source herself. Joining your kin, affirm this no price, just release from price. You've paid steep for shadows, none brought serenity. Aren't you glad the eternal can't be traded, nor you asked to trade? No hurdle can bar our unity. I'm in your bond already. We'll crest them together from within the gates. How smoothly they swing wide to let serenity bless the weary world. Is it hard to stride past with the boundless? Wholeness's end rests in your grasp. Would you pause to hunt fault in your kin? Let me mark fault's end gaze on your kin as on me. Release me from the faults you pin on the divine's kin in your light. They'll recall their truth, forgetting what wasn't. I seek your release if you're bound. So am I if I shed fault and surpass the world. You were there. Will you see me as fault's mark or its end, knowing what I reflect lies in you? From your bond, truth sings truth, love beholds itself. Wholeness pours from the haven you gave my source, and me were there in quiet unity with the source. And its kin, step faithful to this union in you. Don't split from what's offered, and thanks for housing serenity eternally. Send the glad word of fault's end, worldwide all will echo. Picture your joy as each soul mirrors sin's close, proving its grip's gone. Where's fault when sin's belief fades? Where's ruin when its voice hushes? Pardon my shadows free, me from penalty for what I didn't do. Learn the freedom I taught by freeing your kin, so freeing me. I'm in your bond, you cage me behind hurdles to liberty, barring my path. Yet you can't shun one already here. In him, our unity already joined will spark a fresh gaze, lighting all within you. The lure of Acre's small shares. To ham the sacred breeze, the whole notion of cost-taking the serenity it offers, unbound, limitless in reach. Else you'd cap your sense at it. Its gift must spread to wield its endless might, freeing the divine's kin. You've not shed. This having it, you can't bind it. If serenity's homeless, so are we and our source with us. Is this your wish? Would you roam forever, chasing serenity, betting on what must falter? Trust in the timeless always holds. The timeless is ever gentle, vast in patience, wholly loving. It takes you whole, granting serenity, uniting only with what's calm in you, deathless as itself. The frame brings neither serenity nor storm, joy nor ache. It's a tool, not the aim. It holds no aim but what you lend. It'll mirror your goal, serenity and fault are mind states, drawn by their own pulse, at home there. Which pulse fits you? Here's your free pick, all it pulls comes along. What you deem yourself can't split from it. The frame seems. Trust's grand betrayer laden with letdown and doubt seeds, if you ask what it can't give. Is your slip reason for gloom or spite against what failed? Don't wield error to excuse doubt. You've not erred, just mistaken what's true. Fixing that sparks trust's ground, chasing joy through the frame always finds ache. The link must be seen. The inner voice calls it sin's proof. It's no penalty, just the fruit of tying yourself to the frame, welcoming ache. Dread slips in, setting your aim. What dread bids the frame do turns bitter, sharing all illusions sting, joy's mirage melding with ache. Isn't this sure? Under dread, the frame hunts fault serving a chief whose fault lure props its dream. This is ache's pull enslaved, the frame seeks it, bowing to act as joy. This fuels the inner voice's stake in the frame, cloaked yet fed teaching joys in the frame's gifts, whispering, it's doom. Why should the frame matter? Its stuff's not rare, it feels what you will. Like any conduit, it pipes. Your chosen notes voicing them, not owning them. The inner voice and sacred breeze both see this, knowing sender and receiver are one. The breeze sings it glad. The inner voice hides it, fearing your grasp. Who'd in spite if they knew it? Struck home? Who'd bind and curse themselves? The inner voice flings notes outward, your spite and fault meant to sting another. Even if you ache, another aches more. It knows this lie is serenity's foe. It bids you hurl spite to free yourself, urging the frame to hunt ache as joy. Dodging your own strike, heed not this wild tune, don't buy the impossible. The inner voice binds the frame to fault, trusting it can win. Its followers drone its hymn, grimly hailing its reign. All think faults pull freeze, ache none, see they've chosen ruin. Freedom's offered, unclaimed, what's offered must be taken to be given. The sacred breeze, a conduit too, takes from the source, sharing with the kin. What it sends seeks itself, finding it. So the inner voice finds the doom it craves, handing it back.